Hey guys, here with you today with another game. And with us we have Broody, a good friend of mine, and yeah, Broody, hello, how
Hey,
are you?
what's going on, man? I'm back again. It's
Yes,
been a while.
yeah, it has been a while. Next, actually, do you mind if this time I introduce the players?
Go for it, man. It's all yours.
Sweet. Okay. Well, in the bottom left-hand corner, we have eXeOzone. I actually know that EXE is a clan, so that's really cool. And then in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Terran LeLpe. LeLpe?
Lil.
Lilf?
Lilf.
Lilf?
Lilf.
Lilf.
I think it might
Alright.
be like a large elf.
Oh, genius. Okay, so our large elf, the red Terran player, who we'll be calling Lelf, is on the top right hand corner. And I'll tell you what, right now, Terran's in a bad position. Cross positions on this map, ooh, TVZ, it's painful. It really is.
I agree wholeheartedly, man. It may be easy to kind of take expansions, but to push across the map, by the time you have a decent sized push, you're going to be hitting creep, and that's when patience comes to play.
Man, what is with us and lagging? Our the ones who are playing are always lagging. I don't know what's up. And these are replays, so it's not us. Um, So, like you were saying, I sort of went on a tangent there. Sorry. Like you were saying though, yeah, even with creep, like with creep, the cross positions are amazing for Zerg player. You can do mutalist harass. Getting a third for Terran is like extremely hard. Because both bases feel super undefended and like far away, and with Zerg, you can get like third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and be like completely safe.
Yeah, totally. It's almost like having a lock on your door or several locks on your door that spew out money constantly.
Um, sounds
If you.
yeah, it sounds cool. I mean, you have to imagine it a little bit, and then you can like sort of see it. But took a little bit of imagination, but I got it. I got it.
It's a
Um,
lockdown.
the APM on these players is quite different. EXE, the clan mate person. He's not my mate. I'm not in the EXE clan. The clan member, he's spamming away, and Terran's just sort of chilling. Not really doing a lot. It's fine though. Let's see. Do you think he's gonna be going for a 1-1-1? Cause I do.
I would like to see a 1-1-1, but given the cross positions, I kind of have a feeling he's going to be going into a double Hellion production, into a fast expansion, because I think that'd be a bit better for him in this case.
I agree because going up or going from the natural to the main base is very easy to do on this map. It's just like a quick loop around the corner. So actually, double Hellions would be way good. He does need to get this factory down if he's gonna be going for a mat, or this he needs to get this second gas going. If he gets this second gas, that will give him the fate of going for mech build.
Oh
Oh,
yes, I believe that's what it is, because the command center's going down now. This is pretty indicative of a kind of mech-centric play here, at
ooh, and
least with Hellions to start.
a tech lab. So either blue flame, siege tanks. Let's see. He's making constant marines, so that sort of suggests marine tank, and that is more of a standard form of play.
Oh, totally, I agree. And he is in relative safe position right now. Zerg is going standard, keeping on the gas. After he's got the metabolic boost, so he might want to transition into kind of keeping that there, maybe get some Banelings to help him out in the early game, and then have a really strong switch into Munis.
Um. Oh wait. Okay. So we got some stuff being made out of the factory. I can't actually see what that is because I'm in like Control W mode. Uh,
That's a tank, you were right.
it's a tank and siege mode, and then we've got the control. Oh my gosh, command center. Wow, control center. Not even.
Close.
Do you think he's gonna morph that into an orbital command? Yes, he is.
Totally.
Um, actually, I favor putting the expansion down and then morphing into an orbital command. That way, it can be like in use. No, I feel like it's a safer way to go, but I feel like if you get it down fast enough, then it's just as safe. All right,
Oh
going
yeah.
back to this mode. Yeah, look at the minimap. Uh,
Beautiful. I think the reason why most players go for that really fast orbital command is so you know how when you have Zerg and you opt for the early queens at both bases, that's because you want to get your larvas up really fast. It's because the longer that they have, the earlier they have the orbital command, the more cycles of mules they can have. So they can they can kind of go through their minerals a lot faster and expand faster. You know, add more
Yeah,
pressure.
that's true. That's true. Um, this Zerg player is loving this no pressure from the Terran player. Like, if you notice, he's expecting Hellions because he just threw a Spinecrawler down to his main base, and he's making double. Yeah, he's just macroing his little heart out. But I'm afraid that the Zerg player is gonna fall behind if he doesn't get this third expansion down soon. The 8 minute mark is the perfect time to go for it.
Oh my God! Did he just? I think he just popped 12 drones at once. So
He
yeah,
did,
he's
yeah. His natural and his main are both very. Or his main could be more saturated, but his natural's very saturated.
nice.
Any upgrades going down? Spire going down for the Zerg player. 1+1 weapons going down for this Terran player. Both of these. This is gonna be a really nice macro game by the way we have it.
Yeah, I would. That's what I'm hoping to see for sure. He's kind of Terran is kind of getting skimpy on the gas. LeLpe, he's a large elf, and I guess he's getting his income from Santa. So maybe he
That's
just
no
wants
income.
Marines,
Yep.
little elves.
Elves don't make an income. It's a slave labor up in that North Pole. Yeah, he needs to put harvest or what are they called? CVs in these refineries because right now there's only one harvester in each. He's getting high on the minerals, and I think he wants more gas because when you have a reactor starport in that tech lab factory, and you're making stim and the other upgrade that I'm assuming is gonna follow up, he needs a lot more gas than what he's got. Third base finally going down for the Zerg player.
Perfect timing. It's pretty nice right now. It's safe build. It kind of keeps all his units in one clump, especially his drones, so he doesn't have to split up and maybe defend multiple fronts when he doesn't really have the kind of larva to keep a consistent defense. But with the mutas up now, he's yeah, that's safe. That's the safest you could be.
Nice, nice. You know, if you notice something, the our large elf player doesn't have that much of a force, but because he's good at scouting, he knows what's coming. And both players, neither of them really have a big force. And this is what happens when you have high masters play, is that you can spend a lot of time macroing, building up your economy for a really strong late game, and you don't really need that much of a military. I mean, I think the only reason he's getting these banelings is I don't want to say defensive, but more of as like a priority. Like he has to get them just to like you know I don't know what the word. There's a word I'm thinking of.
It's more like a hidden fear, you know.
Yeah,
You got the overlords there, but eventually you blink for a second, you make mutas, and you look at the map, and you have 12 lanes, and there's a couple tanks and a couple marines sitting there. You gotta have something to kind of establish your
he's doing it
position.
for like safety measures. I think the word I was looking for. Like
Yeah,
you know,
that's the one.
yeah, that's a good way to put it. Certainly just making sure that the Terran player does not have a third base, which is a brilliant thing to do. Third base going up for eXeOzone. I expect the drone transfer very shortly. And ooh, do you think Ozone's gonna be pushing out with this small force?
I think he's gonna test the waters, yeah, because I don't believe he saw the tanks. I don't believe he saw anything but a few marines, actually. He did. Actually, let's see what he scouted there with Control V. So he scouted pretty much everything except for the third going down and the reactor and the armory. So yeah, he's in a pretty solid position right now. So I don't know. I think he could test the waters. I think it's more so a countermeasure. If I get attacked here in my main, or if I get attacked here, it'll be equal time for me to get to both.
And something which is a little bit weird: high sec auto tracking going down for the Terran player. Why would he be getting that?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Uh, well, I would imagine it's because it's for his missile turrets. I think
Oh
because
right.
that adds how much range? Plus one,
Plus
plus
one.
two, plus one to turrets, and that can be really good against mutas, especially with the split he has right here, the distance between his turrets. I think they can just about cover themselves.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, okay, for those of you who don't know what this upgrade does, let's go look at it to see what it does. And yeah, it adds +1 range to planetary fortress, which isn't a bad idea for a third base. You know, it's you can hide behind the mineral line of a planetary fortress, and the planetary fortress actually can't hurt you. But with that +1 high sec auto tracking, you can actually hit beyond the mineral line. So that's a nice little pointer.
It's a pretty quiet game so far, eh?
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. And as you can see, they're both just sort of gearing up for a arm or for a major clash of the Titans. And I like lost all thought process as soon as I was saying that sentence. Um, I honestly think the Terran is being a little bit too zealous with, or a little bit too upfront with his army. I mean, I can just imagine a good surround with these or with Marines, and it's over. I mean, it's so quickly. Banelings are super good at cleaning up Marines, and so they're going to go down really easily. Putting up this siege tank on the high ground, however, is a really good idea.
Yeah, that's definitely a very good idea. He can kind of ring around the rosy around that cliff there, and even hug the cliff if he needs to. If he can control fire his tanks to the banelings, I think he has a better chance. But I'd like to see a Thor come into play, perhaps.
Ooh, a Thor would be cool. Thors are so good at soaking up banelings, and when you get lazy with your Mutalisks, Thors dominate them. So yeah, a few Thors is always good to have. Um, I want this Zerg to be expanding to a fourth. Oh, he is. Man, I'm good.
Good call.
Third base going down for the Terran, not saturated yet. Poking around, trying to pick off whatever he can find. And, yeah, okay, I'm gonna switch over to the Zerg vision really fast. Look how much of the map the Zerg can see. Incredible vision. He has like half the map just just by looking at the mini map. The Zerg or the Terran player, if he loses his Selnaga tower, he has a fourth of the map. I mean, like not
Yeah,
nearly significant, and it's only his own stuff, you know.
yeah, totally. I agree. One thing I wanted to comment on there was how much banelings do we have now? A full control group, which is 24. About yeah, we got 30 banelings, speedless banelings. I'll add at that. He's going to kind of try to bust the crap out of the Terran player right now. He wants to kind of do everything he can, and he's saving up what gas he has left, I guess you could say, to kind of make a decent push afterwards. I mean, he can go all link from now on, but I don't think he can make a solid transition if an engagement were to happen now besides links.
Yep. I think you have it right on the head. A bust is probably the best way to confront this, but if you look at this slow pushing from the Terran, um, he's staying very safe. Like, it's gonna be a long time before uh, our giant elf player actually gets to the front door, but he's going about it so carefully because he knows that one wrong move and like one unsieged tank that's unsieged for too long can spell disaster. But look at the way he's using the map just by pushing. He's putting tanks up on the high ground, and I think he's gonna keep this position for a long time because he can take this third base down, or he can take a lot of bases with this position.
You know, entirely. He's kind of been neglecting his mules for I don't know what reason.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's really bad. That's really bad.
I mean, his push is excellent. The tank spread will definitely help negate some of the banelings. Oh, here we go, an engagement in the center.
You know, I'm gonna take my oh, like you said, here comes the Zerglings.
Oh!
Oh, you can okay, the Zerglings will take a wrap around or a ring around. The Banelings run to the tank, not a good move. The tanks just do a great job of taking care of the Banelings. So many Marines, and the Thors just taking out these Mutalisks. Great job by the Terran player.
And like I predicted, 64 lings on the way at once, but it's gonna hit just as his Carapace 2 finishes. And those Marines are stimmed to death as well.
Man, if you look at the production tab, 64 links coming out. I don't know if you just said that. I sort of spaced out for a second, but holy cow, look at the amount of lings that are just streaming out. But these this Zerg player needs to focus fire these metavacs.